AWS has this huge universe of amazing AI tools, but that brings up a really common question. Which one is the right one for the job? It's a challenge I see all the time for developers, students, pretty much anyone getting into machine learning. So today, we're going to solve that puzzle by walking through a classic, real-world scenario.
Okay, let's dive right into our case. Imagine a company that's just drowning in a sea of customer feedback. We're talking emails, product reviews, support tickets, the whole shebang. They need to figure out two things, and fast. One, are our customers happy or frustrated? And two, what are the main things they keep talking about? This is a textbook text analysis problem.
And here are our 4 contenders. Each one of these services is an absolute powerhouse in its own right, for sure. But only one is the specialist we need for this particular mission. So we're going to play detective, investigate each one, and see which one fits the evidence. Honestly, sometimes the best way to find the right answer is to figure out why the other ones are wrong. So let's kick off our investigation by looking at the tools that don't quite fit what we need for analyzing all that customer feedback. First on the chopping block is option A, Amazon Textract. Let's put this one under the microscope and see what it's really all about. So here's the deal with Textract. Its main job is to look at an image of a document, like a scanned invoice or maybe a filled-out PDF form, and pull the words off that image, turning them into machine-readable text. Think of it as a super smart digital file clerk, not a language analyst. And this just lays it out perfectly. There's a total mismatch. See, we already have the text from the customer feedback. What we need is to understand its meaning, its emotion. Textract is all about getting text out of documents in the first place. So we can safely cross this one off our list. All right, let's move on to our next suspect, Amazon Recognition. How does this one stack up? Can it handle our customer feedback text? Let's see. Now, the key phrase on this slide, the one that tells you everything, is image and video analysis. Recognition's brain is basically wired to understand pixels. It's brilliant at telling you there's a cat in a photo or identifying a celebrity in a video, but its native language is visual, not verbal. So here's the fundamental disconnect. Our data is text, words, and sentences. Recognition's specialty is pixels, images, and videos. It's looking for faces and objects, not feelings in a sentence. It's just the wrong tool for this kind of data. So recognition is out too. Okay, now this next one is a real heavyweight in the machine learning world. Amazon SageMaker can do almost anything, but the question is it the right kind of power for this specific, pretty common task? You should think of SageMaker as a complete professional workshop. It gives you all the heavy machinery, all the specialized tools, and all the raw materials you could ever need to build a totally custom machine learning model from the ground up. The flexibility and power here are just incredible. And that's the catch. While you absolutely could build a sentiment analysis model with SageMaker, it's kind of like building a custom race car from scratch just to drive to the local grocery store. It's powerful, yeah, but it's massive overkill when there's already a ready-made solution that does exactly what you need. It's just too complex for this problem. So, after eliminating the document extractor, the image analyzer, and the custom model building workshop, our true solution starts to come into crystal clear focus. We found our specialist. And here it is, Amazon Comprehend. I mean, the name really says it all. Its entire reason for being is to comprehend text. This is a service built for natural language processing, or NLP, which is basically the science of teaching computers to understand human language. It's designed specifically to find the meaning hidden inside our text data. Just look at this list of capabilities. It's like a checklist for our company's problem, and it ticks every single box. It does sentiment analysis right out of the box. It can pull out the key phrases and themes that customers are talking about. This is exactly what we need, and you don't have to build any custom models. And the workflow itself couldn't be simpler. You just feed it the raw customer feedback. Comprehend does its magic, performs its analysis, and what you get out the other end is structured, actionable insights. It's efficient, it's fast, and it's purpose-built for this exact job. So let's do a quick debrief. What did we learn from this little investigation? I think the biggest lesson is that choosing the right tool isn't about picking the most powerful one, but picking the most specialized one for your task. This table right here is the perfect cheat sheet. It really boils it all down. If your main goal is to understand the meaning inside of text, you use Comprehend. If you're trying to digitize a document, that's a job for Textract. Got photos and videos? That's Recognition.
And if you need to build something totally new, completely from scratch, that's when you turn to SageMaker.
And that right there is the final, most important point. The technology is just the first step. The real magic happens when you take these insights, like knowing which product features your customers are raving about, or what part of your service is causing all the frustration, and you actually use them to make better business decisions. The tool finds the problem for you. It's up to you to provide the solution.